What is up, guys? And today I am back and I am going to be explaining the odds of everything. And I will also be talking into a little bit about how to make these things easier to find, what makes them different, what makes the odds different from each other even when they seem similar. A lot of things that you're going to want to watch me actually explain instead of just reading off. But for those of you who just want to go ahead and look at them real quick, here they are. Simple enough. I typed them all out for you, and it was a long time, but let me go ahead and get straight into it. So, candy glows are a 1 in 35 chance from candy baskets, and if you don't know what the candy basket is, I will actually go ahead and find one real quick for you guys. Shouldn't be too long. Right now, some candy baskets are bugged, but it is alright. They will just spawn around the map, and what I mean by bugged is sometimes if you encounter a Kinalite, and if you encounter a Kinalite wall trying to open a candy basket, it will just bug out the candy basket, which is alright. They'll just stay there on the map and basically you won't be able to open it. Don't let it fool you guys. It can become an issue if too many pop up in the server, but I'm sure it'll be fixed soon. So I will go ahead and explain a little bit more about the candy glows. They are a 35% chance, as I said, and there's multiple different colors. There's 7 colors, I believe. It's the same as Lumini. So if you wanted to get a specific color, then you would just, multiply by 7 because it's a 1 in 7 chance. Or specifically multiply by 1 in 7. But, it is nice to know that. And also it is different from the pumpkin glowed, which spawns around the map, and I'm about to get into that one next. That one is a 1 in 400. As you can see, I'm actually having trouble finding it, and that's most likely because I am in a big server. If you want a candy basket grind, it is highly advised that you go into a smaller server. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the next one. Basically, the pumpkins look a little similar to that pumpkin that I just walked up to. Obviously, they're a little bit different, but they are similar enough. So hopefully you're able to find one. They'll be pretty noticeable. The next thing that I will be showing you is pumpkin glows. They're 1 in 400, simple enough. They just spawn around the map like any other Kinalite. And after that, there is Mirlo, which is 1 in 1024. This guy's asking me about my cloud right here. You can see him. How do you get gold cloud? But anyways, there are chromas, which are 1 in 1024, and for those of you who don't know, chromas roll when you encounter something. So basically, I just encountered that, and you can see that it is not chroma. So as soon as I encounter something, it rolls for the chroma chance, and it has a chance to be chroma. You will not see them in the overworld. It is only when you encounter them. So hopefully you are able to find some. Alright, next on our list is going to be Rainbow Lumini. Rainbow Lumini is a 1 in 5,000, and if you don't know what Lumini is, some spawn just casually around the map. Let's see if we can find one real quick. Shouldn't be like the pumpkin basket. See, there's cranages over there, so if I were to encounter one, and there's a Lumini. So let's encounter one. It's not chroma. It would have rolled right then to see if it was chroma, and there's no point. So, gonna go ahead and take a look away from that. Then we have Chroma Nymon, and the reason I have Chroma Nymon specifically on here is because Nymon is a 1 in 10. I doubt many of you knew that, but Nymon is a 1 in 10, and so its Chroma is a 1 in 10,240. And leading up to that is Chroma Chikitsu, which is the route rare. It was confirmed to be a 1 in 50, so it is a 1 in 1 in 51,200. Sorry, my bad. And after that, we have the Chroma starters, which were confirmed to be 1 in 100. So it is 1 out of 102,400. So pretty hard to find, but it's okay. So a few Chroma starters have actually been found lately. So now we get into the weird ones. Chroma Candy Glowed. Like I said, Candy Glowed was actually a 35% chance from getting a candy basket. I'm going to see if I can actually find one real quick for you guys, because I know I looked earlier, but it's just, much better if I open it up. The candy basket does not always give you a Candy Glowed, and instead it can sometimes give you candy corn, but it's alright. It's a 35% chance. Odds are you'll get one eventually. Now, because of that, If we multiply, I'm going to explain a little math here. If we because there was a lot of confusion on whether it was 1 in 350, and it is not. If we multiply the 35 over 100, then you get, I believe it's like some decimal, it's like point such and such, it's like 0.35. Well, then you have to divide 1. If you take the Chroma odds are 1 out of 1,024, so then you divide 1 by 1,024. I don't even remember that decimal. I'm going to be real with you. You just multiply that by the 0.35, and then you put that into fraction form, and you get 1 out of 3,418. Which isn't too bad when you really think about. Odds are that, if you open up enough pumpkins, odds are if you open up 3,418 pumpkins, you'll get it eventually, but I'm sure you'll get more candy corn than, that. So, Chroma Pumpkin Glow, on the other hand, is pretty hefty, up there with 1 out of 409,600, almost 4 times as rare, quite literally 4 times as rare as the Chroma starters. But it is an event, so I highly suggest you go for it. If you find a Pumpkin Glow, you should catch it, and I definitely think you should catch all of them. Now, up there, even higher, is Chroma Mirlo with 1 in 1,024,000. Chroma Mirlo will be available for the whole demo, and Mirlo will also be in the main game, if I believe, since Affinity Park should be a place there. And after that, we have Chroma Rainbow Lumini at 1 in 5,120,000. It is the rarest thing in the game, other than my gold Mirlo and a few other things. But it is worth a ton. I'm sure it's going to be, crazy valuable when trading comes out, and none have currently been found as of uploading this video. So hopefully this guide helped you a little bit. Now I will be explaining a little bit more, so stay put for a second. Mirlo is what I consider a server spawn. How server spawns work is every time I encounter a Kinalite, the server is going to say, hey, we have enough, room here to spawn a new Kinalite. So let's spawn a new Kinalite. If a Kinalite stays in the world for too long, then the server obviously despawns it and spawns a new Kinalite somewhere else. So how this is going to work is with the server spawns, if you have more players in a server who are encountering a ton of stuff, it's more likely that you'll find a Mirlo spawn. The same applies for Rainbow Lumini, because the more people you have encountering stuff, the odds are you'll have a Rainbow Lumini spawn. However, the drawback to this is it's probably not going to be near you. You also have to think the more people you have in a server, the higher odds that someone else is going to get it. So, but mass encountering stuff is the best way to try and get Rainbow Lumini or Mirlo to spawn. That also applies for Pumpkin Glow. If you encounter a ton of stuff, then the odds of a Pumpkin Glow spawning are better. So obviously that would be the best way to get a Chroma Pumpkin Glow just off the top. But hopefully that helped you out just a little bit more than most people knew. And obviously if you're going for that Chroma Rainbow or Chroma Mirlo, you're going to want to be encountering probably with friends would be the best bet. But yeah. If this guide helped you, then please tune into my live streams. Check out my next videos. Greatly appreciated if you like and subscribe, but it's understandable if you don't. See you guys next time.